the caboose, man. I'm heading downtown. Hopefully, I get down there in good enough time, man, so I can walk across the bridge over there to the Art Institute. But I don't even supposed to be on the train right now. Once again, I'm dealing with that Chicago bullshit, Joe. Like I was on the Cottage Grove bus, the express bus, and the bus broke down on 43rd. So I got my old J's on and stuff. I said I'm gonna go ahead and try. That's why I didn't put my Crocs on because of that reason. I know for a fact it was gonna be something today, man. Because I was supposed to be going to Napleton on 26 in Michigan to put some money back down on my car and stuff. But I called them and I asked them, um, can I put can they send a link? Because normally when I have my car in the shop like that, they would send a link and it would save me time, having to go. That's what the last service manager did. She sent the link. So whatever amount I was gonna pay, she would send a link and then it would, I could pay it like that. So I just called because we got a new manager down there and they had to verify everything. And man, it saved me a lot of time because I knew something was gonna be up today, man. I just knew it. You know what I'm saying? That's why I got my old Air Force Ones on, and I was supposed to be buying some today, but I'm gonna hold off because I think I'm gonna put the rest of that little change in my brokerage account. Uh, After I get to talking to my kids' new daycare because I'm supposed to be taking that co-payment to their new daycare Tuesday, and I want to ask her how can she accept payment? Can she accept it via debit or in cash? So I'm pretty sure they can accept debit card payments. I'm pretty sure they do. But I have their payment ready because I want my kids to go to this daycare, man. And from there, they're gonna be going down to the Obama Center a lot, enjoying their recreation and go to their library and all that stuff. But anyway, man, I was gonna have an episode, man, but I still got. Hold on, let me see what time it is. They kind of messed my time frame schedule up. I'm just passing Indiana now, so hopefully I should get downtown by like 9:05 or something like that. Because I just be trying to get in there and get my little posts and stuff and get to our roll call because they be taking too damn long, man. They be holding up the damn line and stuff, man. Trying to get their posts and it's already in our app. We have a work app and they have our assignment in there, but sometimes they have to change the post. But I'm relieved, so they have to change the post because people call off. So it messed up the schedule and they got everything planned out for where they want people positioned every day. But that's why I try to get there early, so I can get that shit out the way. And normally when I would drive my car, I would try to do like 2 Lyft rides in the morning time. 'Cause I do Uber and Lyft, y'all know that. So I would try to do 2 Lyft rides because they be in the turbo hours. And I try to pick them up as I'm going, downtown. So I would take Indiana and drive, down that strip and see who need a ride. And if they going anywhere close to, where I'm at, then I can drop them off. So I normally would get 2 or 3 rides in. Or if I get up early enough, sometimes I get up like at 5:30 or something like that, and be out the crib by like 6:30. I'll bust a move and stuff, and I'll just probably get like 5 trips in with the lift, and yeah, just hustle up and get that little quick dough before I go to the gig. But I try to get there by 9 so I can get me a parking garage down there because Millennium Park be filling up so fast, you know. But I still be able to get a park, especially on the side where I'm at. But I thought I was gonna have an episode. It may still be one because we on certain right now. I want to see because this train may start stopping this shit, all this and that. But it's always something, man. Whenever I'm trying to excel, man, and leapfrog to the next thing, it's always something. I've been on time as usual all the time. Today, actually, I made 19 years of doing security, and I bet they're not gonna say a damn thing. I know for a fact they're not gonna say a word up in the roll call. They're not gonna even mention my damn name. You know why? Because I'm about to cash out my vacation time. That's why. A whole month again. I'm about to cash it out, and some of that money is going towards the expense to pay to get my car out the shop. I think what I did was a good investment. I spent 8K in suspension work. Got my air conditioner fixed just round. The only thing I got to do now is just get my my calipers for my front braking. That's it. That's it. And I pretty much then overhauled the whole car under the car. With the engine being brand new, they gave me a free engine. The only thing that really haven't been serviced is the transmission, but I think they said it's a self-service thing with these cars, these foreign cars, especially with the Hyundai. It's pretty cool. So they gave me like wiring, like for my tail lights, got air filter, tune up and stuff, oil change. I got the ball joints, control arms, stabilizer. It's some more stuff they said that I got on the hit on the list, but I got it done. And it was a good investment, like I said, because I know the next 3 years, when we doing Uber and Lyft, I'm gonna make about 150,000. With me being still able to use that car. So I don't know how long I have left to use that car, but while I have it, I'm gonna take advantage of it. And make the money that I need to make. Cause next year the plan is, paying the car off, and then after that, going after the Hyundai Palisade truck, or whatever they have, with probably the Tucson or what's that, the Hyundai, I forget the other truck, but the Palisade look pretty nice. But I'm gonna pay cash. I'm gonna pay cash money. So whatever year they have, like 26, 27, I'm gonna pay cash for it. So that's gonna be like my vehicle for my production stuff, my production, equipment, cast and all that stuff, and stuff I'm doing with my production company. And then I'm still gonna, every now and then drive it to do like the Lyft and the Uber, especially on the weekend, because I make a lot of money with the truck. Especially going to the clubs picking up people. But then I'm gonna use the other car just like a work car. Just still, if I can't use it, for nothing else, I'm gonna use it as a work car. And I'm gonna put my sounds in there. I still got my old sounds in my closet, my 12s, and just modify it. Fuck around, just customize a little car out, man. Probably sell it to one of these little Mexicans or something. But anyway, because they like those Hondas and all that. But I think I'm doing the right thing, man, because so far I done made 20 grand this year so far. This is like the pit stop, and I had planned this all out. Like I said in June, I was going to put my car back in the shop and get the rest of some of the repairs done. So I got everything done that they asked on the list, except for the tires. I had already got new tires anyway, but I'm going to get a whole brand new set of tires, because you got to constantly rotate your tires, especially if you're doing Uber and Lyft, because you're constantly driving, everywhere. So you gotta have your tires rotated and balanced and all that stuff. But anyway, yeah. Gee, man, straight up and down, they can't stop me, man. I'm still on my investment plan, and I got to get back to it. So hopefully in August, I'll really be a heavy investor. I'm gonna start contributing to my IRA Roth account and start investing in there. But my main focus right now is just to, get my car situated and stuff, and then get back out here and then start preparing to stream, because as y'all know, Grand Theft Auto is coming out. I got my cousin lined up. He is probably the main piece to my production company, because he's a gamer and he's one of the best Rockstar gamers out here. He was #1 in the world on Grand Theft Auto in the contact missions. His name is Costa Nostra. We just started him up, man, streaming. So GTA is probably about 3 months away. So I'm pretty sure. I know for a fact he gonna be probably one of the top people out here, like especially in those missions, because he like playing the contact missions. He said he didn't know how to find it on Grand Theft Auto 5, but I think he probably still up there, in those missions and stuff. But I know this is a fresh start. That's why I was pumping him up, man. And we have to transition him from being a dope boy into a gamer, man. He got caught up after serving dope for like 30 years. Luckily he didn't get no real charge like that. He had some probo, you know what I'm saying? That was it. And got off of that shit. Came over my crib. I held him up for like 4 or 5 months. Then he went out to Indiana, and then he came back down here with my father in the crib. Now he's still over there in that house over there. So now we Then pretty much then transformed him into a streamer. Took a long time to curb my cousin because he was a street nigga, so he wasn't trying to hear that shit. You know, he hustling, making money every day. He wasn't trying to, man, cause you know he playing shit, he playing Grand Theft Auto, and everybody know seeing him online, but he never streamed. If he was a streamer, that's why I kept telling him like, cuz you gotta start streaming this shit. And I know probably why he didn't want to stream because he was selling drugs like that. You know, he was really selling that shit. So it made sense because they was trying to figure out like he said he used to get racial shit like from they be coming about who this nigga playing the game all damn day. He in the crib, he a drug dealer, he a hustler. So he up in that killing that shit and he was playing the game. He was playing the game so tough, especially the missions where the developer was like, who is this nigga playing the game like that? Because the way they made the missions, he was doing it better than how they designed it. I swear to God. And he taught me how to do the shit on Grand Theft Auto. It was bond the base and deal break it over the matches. Hold on, y'all.
This is Adams and Woman. Transfer to orange, pink, and brown line trains.
It's on his streaming, YouTube, and then my other song, Kill 'Em All. And then my record, LCDAONE Downfall. I'm out here, man. I'm grinding, working hard, then I'm motherfucker. Y'all just don't know, man. Chicago rough as hell, Joe. This is a rough motherfucker to deal with, man. Chicago, ill, man. It's like, now I see why everybody be trying to rotate, man. Especially when you start getting somewhere, you know, they still racial and shit. It just deter you from wanting to do shit. But I got the ass now. I think I'm unwittable now. It's like nothing they can do now. All they can do is just sit back and watch this shit. That's it. All I gotta do is just, man, stay on my P's and shit, on my 5 P's. You feel me? Like, especially down here, because they're on some ill shit down here right now. They trapping motherfuckers and shit. I'm on my G, man. That's all I can say. I'm on my G. It took a long time to get to this point. I'm not gonna let nothing backtrack me or sidetrack me or none of that shit no more. Still dealing with my baby mama shit. She's going through her little bout with her depression and all that. Having the babies. I'm trying to be understandable. But hey, this is my time. And I gotta get this shit now. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'll be 50 this year, so it's like, shit, by the time I'm 54, I'm gonna be done working for them. It's over. There's nothing they can do. That's why I'm gonna be putting my money on the same thing Richard Fane did, same thing I'm doing. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna be putting that shit in so heavy. They're gonna be like, man, slow the fuck down. Like, nah. One of my coworkers try to tell me that, man, you gotta start slowing down. Like, slow it down. Nigga, you better start speeding up. Nigga, we 50, motherfucker, like shit. They about to rolling over with the young motherfuckers right now. You gonna be up in here with all these young motherfuckers, huh? Not me. I'm not gonna be standing up, motherfucker, running around on 60 years old at the Art Institute. Fuck that, I'm chilling. And I'm up riding around. I'm gonna be riding till I'm about 70, like I said, doing Uber. I'm talking about wanged out like a motherfucker. You get my shit, hey, you gonna have to tolerate it, like, so you just go call you another Uber. You feel me? Straight up and down, like, that's how I'm rocking. I could do it right now with that little car, but I don't own the car. I never had a car that I didn't own. I always owned a car, and this is the first car note I ever had because I was trying to get my credit up. And I just came to the epiphany, like, I'm paying everything in cash anyway, fuck it. It makes sense to do that, It's all about earning money. That's all this shit is about. If you earn enough money, you ain't gotta invest in shit, you ain't gotta do none of that. You can afford shit, you can just buy shit. Like right now, if I had enough money, I want to buy this fucking building right here across the street. I can just talk to the owner, that's what Dame Dash is. He got the same type of mindset I'm on, what I'm saying? We got the same type of mindset. Just buy the fucking building. With all that, everything that come with it. The employees, all that shit. I'm the CEO. I'm just writing checks. Collecting money. That's what time it is. I started my own company. I'm gonna keep this company. No matter how much it's valued at, I'm gonna keep it. I ain't gonna sell it. But then I'm just gonna start purchasing. start buying shit. You know what I'm saying? And that's how it's gonna rock. That's how it's gonna roll. And I'm gonna teach my son that shit. My little daughters. I'm gonna teach them the same thing. You know, it's all about ownership. You know what I'm saying? Owning something, having some leverage. You know what I'm saying out here. So if you're not an owner, you ain't doing shit. And I'm getting a taste of it. Being a W-9 and stuff with the Uber and Lyft and all that shit. But I always had that mindset anyway. I was a rapper. I am a rapper still. And I was a W-9, but it's like the payout. It take too long. So, but eventually I'm going to get to that part too, of owning my shit 100%. And I won't have to go through nobody's company to publish my shit and put it out there. You know, just find a publishing house and they put my shit out there. That's it. I own 100% of my shit. People fuck with it. That's more revenue, income I can collect and put up. But anyway, man, I'm about to get in this building, man. Make sure, like I said, comment, subscribe, holler at y'all, man. Put on a post.